Hello, FE Universe. This is Dane of Gungnir, joined by
I'm ArcherBias. I am the creator of this hack.
this hack being doubled or nothing.
Yeah.
Unless
I
it's
love
just
pun
doubled
names.
now. I don't
They're
know what you
awesome.
called it anymore.
It's doubled or nothing. Until I decide to change it in 3 days. No, I'm kidding.
You're horrible!
I'll get
Archer.
change it in 3 days to mess with FEU. Oh yeah, I did the preps for this map already, just in
So-
Dane's place.
The gimmick of this hack.
The gimmick of the hack is that all player units don't have speed, but enemy units all have at least 4 attack speed in total. And anything can double you. So basically everything will double you unless you use certain speed augmenting items to avoid that.
Speaking of speed augmenting items, I'll show them off real quick too.
What a segue.
Yeah, what a great segue. So you can see
It
this
is-
sword, the Sunrise Blade. Speed
Sunrise
plus-
Blade is, yeah, it's pretty great for tanking things, but the high hit almost... It's not really, I wouldn't say works against it, but it means that you're always using a use if you're countering. So you don't like miss and then...
So, these things, there's rings, because, you know...
Yeah, both of them take 2 away from 1 stat to transfer into 1 point of speed, which is a very good trade, but not one you always want to take.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
Like, if the enemy doubles you even after the +1 or +2 speed from having one or both of them, you're just making yourself deal less damage and take more.
yeah, it's not a very good trade at that point, but beforehand, so like this,
Yeah,
very good trade
Yeah.
because now I don't get doubled.
Mhm.
And you know, not getting doubled is pretty good.
Yeah.
Don't
There's
have to
some
be a
even
genius.
yeah. Basically, some of the items here are almost a little like overtuned, but I think it kind of makes the experience more interesting and more fun as an extension. I think strong weapons are key to making a hack that with such like a big kind of selling point gimmick type thing work.
Yeah, totally.
Here's another example of them. Guardian increases your defense by 8 and blocks all criticals when it's in your inventory.
When it's equipped, that is.
No, it doesn't need to be equipped, because of the Hoppelguard effect counts regardless. Usually, though, you're gonna want it in Marion's inventory anyway.
The 8 defense effect is what I put.
The 8 defense effect is why you're here. It's really, really strong. You also notice that hit rates are very high, and that is intentional, obviously. Partly because speed is so low in this game. It's very speed deflated, so the Void is obviously going to follow suit. But another part of that is with some supports. There are some bond supports that exist between the characters at base here. And they're designed to improve reliability if you have good positioning. And I find something almost kind of nice about, like, if I miss something like that and I'm like, oh, I could have been using a whatever. Like, I missed like a 90 and I could have been using a hit, like a support to make it 100. I find that kind of almost soothing to know that knowledge, because you could have always played like a little bit better, and that's nice to know sometimes. Like, it doesn't feel like you just got destroyed and you have to bang your head against the wall until it works.
Yeah, pretty much. It's great to feel like you have a fighting chance.
Dan, why don't you describe like the big thing of this map? Like, well, according to you, because you haven't been making this, but I just want to see what like perspective is.
So, for me, the big thing about this map is the turn 1 is terrifying. So this bottom half in particular, the first 2-3 turns are really, really tense. Like, man, like, you have like all this stuff like right here at the start, and you get doubled by everything. No matter, practically no matter what, with very limited exceptions being if you use the rings. And
Rings and a couple of certain weapons.
and then that.
Yeah, there's 5 enemies in range, and you get 6 units on the bottom half of the map. You can only kill 3 on a good day. You may be able to kill 4, but that point reliability starts to kind of come into play, in my advice. So basically, the general idea is to just minimize the damage and spread it so that nothing dies. Oh, here's another great example of this. This is a pretty unique way of preventing doubling. Omen is a brave tome that lowers defenses. It has like surprisingly solid might and obviously 1-2 range. The lower defenses mean that if you equip it, you're going to basically get one-rounded by every enemy in the game, but you're frail anyway and you're going to get one-rounded by a lot of things. And sometimes it even helps because, like, enemies will see they do a lot of damage this way and they'll go for that. But you can kill them on the counterattack.
We'll see it in a second.
Actually, this is a great example of highlighting how good this thing is. And I'm just gonna preface this by saying that this Thorl, the shaman guy, he is at his base magic at this point. I'm fairly unlucky when I was running up to this map.
Got some good bulk. Oh, hi, weapon level.
Let's go.
When are you giving us the next light rank tone?
So true. I don't know.
Someday.
One,
But anyways,
one
here we
day
go.
in the far
Look at
future.
this.
Yeah, here it is.
Exact damage 1 round.
Yeah.
It also means since this is a 100 hit, that means I'm not going to.
The 100 hit is primarily because, not because he's super accurate, it's because of some good positioning on Dan's part. Otto, the Armor Knight, has a B support with Thorl, which gives 20 hits when they're in range.
Yeah,
Supports in this hack are like homogeneous. They only give 10 hit and 5 crit avoid.
So you can see, good B support, 10 hit.
Yeah, it's a very,
5
very
crit
strong
avoid,
support,
very
especially with
strong.
things like Eclipse, which you actually already have at this point in the game.
Yeah,
I'd see Eclipse come into play this map, but maybe it will. You know, you never know.
No, I think I know when we're gonna use it.
Got an idea for it? Sweet.
You know.
We ran through this map one time in practice, and it was like 20 minutes ago. So yeah.
Yeah, we did a quick rundown just so I wouldn't embarrass myself on stream or not stream.
I was actually surprised. You did really, really well. Like I gave you like one action that really mattered. That was it.
No, you gave me like 3 at least.
But still, I mean, that's a pretty good showing. This game is somewhat tricky. This map is especially tricky. Actually, I think the hand axe is probably the smart idea here, right?
This might play.
Actually, you also just heal before you move too.
I remember like, I think my brain's farting because I don't remember what my plan was for this turn.
Well, this looks like it's gonna work. You're totally fine. Yeah, those guys spawned in the center, partly because I couldn't figure out a good way of putting another enemy there, putting more enemies there that wouldn't charge you on turn 1. And I figured that since it's early in the map, and also they're in positions that are pretty easy to target if you, like, unless you literally hit in the corner, then I figured it was mostly okay, especially since they're not same turns. There are no same turns in this hack, which I think is something that almost all hacks creators should probably lean into.
I think everybody should because same turn reinforcements kinda suck.
That's not wrong.
Kinda suck. They're not fun.
Yeah, I don't like
Don't
same
do it.
turns.
Don't
Unless
do
they're
that.
like super telegraphed, and even then, there's other ways to make reinforcements threatening in my eyes.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, you take 20 damage, so you're fine.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself.
Here's another application of Omen, just using an enemy phase to Omen's great because you use it to as like an offensive application and a defensive application simultaneously in most instances.
And it's great.
Probably the most interesting item in the hack.
So anyway, here is Kiwi. You got a Spellbane bow.
And this thing used to be really bad, and then I ended up having to buff it because I buffed it because it wasn't killing those mages that it needed to, and I gave it a might buff and then a defense penalty as an incentive not to use it.
Yeah, because otherwise it'd just be better than an iron bow at that point. And I mean, we don't want that, do we?
Mhm. Yeah, I would watch out for the hunter on the left.
I was thinking about that. This was my strategy was use Buzan last time.
If you're looking at this map, you might realize it's somewhat inspired by, it's somewhat, like, a lot of the sections are taken somewhat from FE6 Chapter 8X, but with the distinct lack of slow and tedium.
We're moving. We're actually moving.
Zoom in, even.
We're schmoving. Every word.
Actually, yeah, that was a good way. That was a good way to attack it from. There's also a guide built into the game. You don't have to use it, but
We're not going to use that because it's a lot
for
of
baby.
text. It's a lot of text.
Yeah, that's fair. You don't actually, yeah. Like if you just click on the, like if you just open like the one menu, yeah, it's right there. You don't have to like actually look at it. It updates with a hint at the start of each map, and well, not just a hint. It's a couple of hints. It's just there as like sort of an accessibility feature.
So if you're having a lot of trouble on a map and you can't figure out how to win, well,
I don't
you're in
blame
luck.
you. First off, let's go. You got luck. I don't even know what that growth is, but
funny.
It's funny.
And you know what they say? Funny equals good.
I'm glad I could, at the end of the day, I could contribute to... Oh yeah, this Knave Knife, this is a... We haven't shown off this item yet, but the Knave Knife's whole gimmick is that it gives a ludicrous amount of speed.
16,
And allows...
not 16, 12 to be
It's
exact.
12, yeah, it's 12 speed. It's a throwable knife as well, and also, but its drawbacks come from its low might, and also the fact that it's locked to probably one of the weaker characters otherwise. But, yeah, these enemies in particular are fast enough to the point where you're not even consistently doubling them with 12 speed. Yeah, oh, here's
Real
this.
problem. Their ability to pass through walls will make them difficult to handle.
A lot of red text there, but basically the idea, yeah, they have wall walking, and it's completely unpenalized.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
They do a ton of damage thanks to the fact that they all have a weapon that's essentially a Silver Axe. It's like one less might than a Silver Axe. It's like 14 might weapon, I think. Very strong.
Yeah, totally. It's terrifying.
And
they
they
have 26 attack to be precise.
number burned into your brain after the
Oh, I have
last
a
time.
decent memory. I have a decent memory.
Yeah.
I remember what I need to
They're
do.
very strong. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about them aside from the fact that they do a ton of damage, but... Oh yeah, there's one thing to say about them. They have 5 HP rather than 1. This is specifically because I don't want the player just blowing all of their eclipse uses on this one map in this one specific obstacle.
Yeah, it'd be a bit silly.
You get it chapter 4, and it's really helpful in chapter 5. If you may note, because when I was playing this, I used 4 uses of it in chapter 5 alone.
Damn, okay. Cool.
It's really time to shine in that map. This map, it has some application, and it'll kind of be the same going forward.
Yeah. Let's see. What did I do to beat this guy last turn?
Yeah, the killer bow, that archer is a setup that's pretty familiar if you've played FE6. It's the classic. There's a stationary enemy, but they're with fire tiles covering their blind spots. In this case, it is a killer bow archer.
Wasn't it a
There's
killer bow
some
archer
counterplay to
last
this though.
time? Wasn't it a killer bow archer in FE6 as well?
There was a killing, but there's also another example of that. I believe there's a killing edge mercenary surrounded by ranged fire tiles in that game too.
That's scary.
Yeah. The fire tiles here are more dangerous than they are in FE6 because they activate consistently in line with the other GBA games.
Oh, I just remembered something cool I'm excited to show off.
Oh really?
Yes.
I don't know. Oh, I don't remember. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm ready for you to show it.
You'll remember it in, like, next turn. Probably.
Okay.
Anyway.
These phantoms do a ton of damage, and you don't really have any room to miss them. They're not that dodgy thanks to the fact that they have like 0 luck.
0 luck.
Other enemies here,
No.
have luck, just for the sake of reducing crit. Nice.
Bonk.
But yeah, I
Crit for
removed all like
style.
the 5. For style, unnecessary. But yeah, just like the Armor Knight pulling 100 hit with an axe is something that you kind of see in this game because that's 20 hit from the support and it's a slim axe. It's like hit is very much up to the player if they want it to be good or
So,
not.
Who's up? And you know how
Well, yeah,
there's fire...
you should probably physic him first, right?
Yeah, if I'm going to stand on the fire trap, but actually...
Yeah, well, I meant generally take the Myrmidon.
Don't worry about it.
Alright, you're gonna rescue him out?
No. Remember last time I was...
Oh yeah, never mind.
Because anyways, disable
Yeah,
trap. Thieves
because,
can actually disable traps in vanilla
Well,
FE8,
not just
but-
thieves, specifically units with pick skill, and this game does not have lockpicks, it just uses pick. So it's actually a fun interaction I didn't even know about when initially designing this, and when I realized it was possible, I sort of leaned into it.
Yeah, it's a very neat idea that you don't really get to see.
The fire tiles outside of that specific like little diamond of them aren't as significant, but they're still like there's still some cheesy things you can do with them, and I like cheesy things. They're fun.
I think I should heal Caloris, maybe?
That sounds safe.
always, like,
Wait,
one
there's
of the best
still
options.
2 Myrmidons left, or there's only 1?
I believe there's 2 Myrmidons left, but one's gonna die, like, right now.
Oh, is one of them in range of you guys already?
Yes, yes.
Oh yeah, no, I see him, yeah, my bad.
He's definitely ruined.
You could, can Colores take the Myrmidon plus Mage?
We'll check in a second.
Ship the guy with the Iron Lance, I'm thinking.
This is a bit risky.
Or if you missed this.
If I missed that, I would have cried. We'd restart the whole
Should have used
recording.
Resire for the +5 hit.
True, actually.
Oh yeah, you may notice that there's no Nosferatu, but instead there's Resire. This isn't just because like, I like Resire. It's mostly because in this hack I want monks to be bulky and shamans to be all about damage. I came up with the idea earlier and I thought it was fun to lean into. I just like doing things for the sake of making like types of weapons distinct.
It's an interesting idea.
That's why Omen is so like all or nothing, and why Eclipse is there instead of like some kind of bulky tome like Nos.
Anyway, strength, skill, okay.
Yeah, there's also like there's also a Jormungand in an earlier enemy, but it's not even you don't get it yet. So
Anyway, our good old Merm buddy has 15 attack, and that's 8 times 2, so we're safe.
we're told. Oh wait, no wait. What about the fire tail damage though? You die.
Right. Okay.
What's the Merman's attack speed? Is it 8 or is it 10?
I believe he
think it's-
has
It's 10.
10,
Yeah.
yes.
There's no way to
Don't
avoid
worry,
that
I
double.
can handle
Oh,
this.
who do you
How
throw
much
at?
does good old Simon? Wait, does the mage not double?
Oh, yeah, watch out
Is
for the
that-
mage though.
Oh, mage still doubles, damn.
No, Javelin reduces speed to 0.
Oh, true. Regardless.
Javelin and hand axe completely negate all of your speed buffs that you've applied to yourself.
Risk reward, you know. Theme of the game.
True. You could rescue. How about you let the thief get away for one more turn? I think.
I'm ignoring the thief. I have an idea.
Yeah, you spellbane bow. Yeah, and then you.
Eat with Coloris.
Is that it? Or, I think it's probably the best you could. Oh yeah, do it from the top. I guess. If you do it from the top, you'll kill the mage this turn as well.
Please,
Oh,
don't wanna
this
do
is
that.
Zambato though.
That's why I want to do it here.
Yeah, I mean, you'll bait the mage and you just won't kill it on the counter.
Yeah, all of the mage baited in, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, you can play around it. You can play around it. It's okay. Yeah, you do. There's no way last dice this turn.
Well, actually, let's check this real quick. How much does this do? This is 16.
How does that do against Coloris? Does Coloris get destroyed by the 16 times 2? He has like a leg. Yeah, he's fine.
He's not actually fine,
No, he takes 12. No, he takes like 18.
no. Oh, wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Wow, I'm looking at the
You're looking at
res
his
stat.
speed.
Yeah, I was looking at his speed stat. I'm so used to it
Yeah.
in vanilla. Okay, so
Yeah,
Coloris-
one thing about the one issue with I rearranged the entire stat screen. There was like 2 days worth to figure out how to change it. But yeah, it was. I think it's worth it because I kind of like highlighting the speed stat, and I don't like. I also think it looks really ugly when there's just a giant 0 in the middle of your sets.
Yeah, that'd be kind of silly looking. So now instead the giant 0 is at the bottom of your stats.
Yeah, and it's got a different color too, just to indicate yeah.
Yeah, this isn't a real stat. You're not using this.
That's so true though. The boss of this map is you may notice he is a rogue on a throne, which sounds like a recipe for disaster until you realize that you have a lot of hit raising options. But you can deal with him
Also,
some.
thrones have been reduced in this.
Thrones have also been significantly reduced, and his speed is not as good as you think it might have been. It's like 12 or 10, yeah, 11.
11, yeah. So he's just like he has a lunar knife here. So
Oh yeah, this is another throwable knife, but it's specifically the here because I definitely didn't want a knave knife on a Thorn boss.
Yeah, that sounds not fun at all. I'm not gonna lie.
23 speed boss, ayo.
Ugh.
These phantoms do not give you EXP, partly because I feel like you should be killing them out of more of necessity rather than like, yeah, I'm gonna route the map. A lot of reinforcements in this game do not give you EXP because I don't like the whole I'm gonna route the map mentality.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I like back reinforcements as a limiter rather than as an opportunity.
Anyway, easy spell being both there.
Let's go.
Now we need to deal with Mr. Raider here.
You can block him, right? Well, you can block yourself from damage. Yeah, you
just,
you
like,
can block
looking
the
at
way and then chip the soldier, right? I mean, chip the thief. Maybe trade those things. Maybe trade those away. Actually, you're not getting doubled because of them, right? He has like 6 speed or what?
Yeah, he has 5 speed. This guy has 5 speed, and
Oh well, then yeah, this is perfect.
yeah, hold on.
Don't even attack the thief this turn. Just use Polaris for that.
I'm just going to re-equip the Axe Reaver because Milcon lost epic.
Make sure you check how Clarissa performs against the soldier. Oof. I think you should not attack the thief at all this turn then.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on it.
That's fair, yeah.
I'm going to just
Make sure you have enough units down below to block the thing though, if worst comes to worst.
don't worry, they'll be fine.
You got this. That is in range, right? Yeah, that's in range. Cool.
Just do this one.
Yeah, no, that one, there's no way that kills. It doesn't even kill double crit, like...
Yeah.
You have weapon triangle and you're like the tankiest unit, aside from auto.
So it's like the best option.
Actually the best way to handle this, unless you're using like Marion with like Guardian.
Yeah, that's probably the only other reasonable option.
You could probably Omen, but that would require getting Thor all the way down here.
Yeah, it's fine.
No, I'm not saying this is bad, because it's definitely, like, you're not dying.
Oh,
Nice.
one crit. That saves me
Wow.
actually a bit of trouble, so we take it.
We take those? I don't think that matters.
Anyway,
This is the turn where almost everything happens at once, and all of a sudden you're in a very, very scary position.
here's your scare reinforcements. You have a nomad, a cav on the bottom, 2 nomads and a cav on the top.
Oh, those calves have javelins. That needs to be changed.
And then there's also 2 more phantoms, as expected.
Generally speaking, yeah, it's a bad idea to fight those guys. They will have short spears when the game actually releases, so, don't.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to fight them if I were you.
There's 5 cabs from the back, there's also 4 phantoms still active on the field, and then there's still that 1 Myrmidon guarding the boss. And the thief escapes next turn, so there's a lot of things to manage this map, this turn.
Bulky
A lot of new
beast.
information
Let's
gets
go.
fed to the player here.
Wait.
Hey yo, big brain.
Hey, yo.
Go.
Yo? Let's go.
What if you missed?
If I missed, I
wow.
would have laughed.
If you missed, it would have been. It made a good story, you know.
Would have made a good story.
Telling that one person about the time where you missed a 79 after your big brain trade strat. Yeah, that'll get you dates. Sorry.
It's fine.
Dan, you're going for the 70s. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I'm failing. Sorry. Oh wait, this is not a good thing to do.
What if you just hit A there and then got one-rounded by the thief?
Anyway, thief obtained.
Iron Staff is nice backcraft, and it's a good reward in general.
So it's not useful for this recording, obviously, but
It's very, very not. It's very much not useful.
I'd like to flex my skills in Fire Emblem. My quote-unquote skills.
I mean, you're doing very well.
Yeah, I'd say I'm doing alright.
I have no idea like formal we're actually supposed to be for this. So this is
No,
hopefully
it's
fine.
It's
You're gonna equip Resire there and it's still okay.
like as long as we're not like being ridiculous.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you might want to do Resire there because you'll do more damage that way, and you won't. Actually, if you miss, you might die though.
Yeah, I don't want to die.
Yeah, that's fair.
If it wasn't
Guardian's
obvious,
uses are
dying
getting
doesn't
kinda
sound
low,
like
though.
a very fun idea, if you ask me.
And you're gonna see the thing that you didn't see last time.
I'm actually a bit more nervous because of there's more
Being huge
phantoms this
phantoms?
time than
Yeah.
I had last
I
time.
think they're gonna do this. They're gonna do something crazy this time that you didn't see last when we did the practice.
Yeah. Oh, that's gross. That is gross.
Oh wow, that's a position I've never seen them taken. That's so gross.
Ugh.
That's really unfortunate.
Yeah,
You can
that
still
is-
make it out, but what you're gonna do, I think the way you make it out is that you leave Tobias and Otto back there to kill them, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait, you have to look at the up top ones too, though.
Yeah, I would like it, don't worry.
You might have to may have to very carefully dance around this. Actually, does Putin get one shot? I think he does.
I don't think he does, no. He got a
Well,
defense
what's his defense? Oh, he does not get one shot. He takes them exactly.
He takes a single hit.
Can he move up to the one in the throne room? Like, can you move to that guy? And I don't think he has quite enough range. He might though. No, he does. Yeah. You can snipe that guy at range. Never mind. Oh shoot.
Archer, you're bad at math. No.
No. Well, it's fine. You can just make sure everyone's on the left. Like, move everybody to the left, and then bait them in, and then we'll make a final push. The Cavs. There's still like 2 more turns until the Cavs arrive at the throne room.
Okay.
And with some good use of Kanto, you can also make it work too. Just make sure that nobody's in range of them, unless you're absolutely certain they can take one.
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous. I don't know what to do this turn now.
Yeah, this ending is very, very dynamic. It changes a lot.
Can she take a
It's somewhat unpredictable, but almost there's like I don't think there's ever been a time where I've gotten to the end and then I've just not been able to win. I don't think that's ever happened.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. And I can't... If I stack brittle rings, if I stack all my rings that Simon has on her, she can not get double with the summon.
By the Phantom? How does that matter though?
It allows me to survive a hit, I think.
With the Phantom, so you don't need. If you kill them on the counter, it's fine.
That's true, actually. I'm silly. Why would I think that? Yeah,
Like if you have 2 units on the left side, the like a tile the Murm is occupying and the one right above it, then you'll kill the 2 enemies.
Yeah,
and
actually,
then
never
you'll kill
mind. I
them
wouldn't
both.
have been able to survive anyway.
Yeah, like the tile with the Murm, the red one, the red Murm, and then the one right above it on the staircase.
Yeah.
Those are both just exactly in range of one of the 2 Phantoms, but not 2.
I think the strat is Sue.
You sure you're gonna be able to get him out of there? Actually, you still have 1 mount left. Well, you have 2, but one of them's out of position. Yeah, you can totally do that. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, you're fine.
I think
I
this
wouldn't
is
have thought
the
of that.
option I want to take, because
I kind of wrote that off quickly, but this is good.
I need to get rid of that guy, no matter what. He's a problem.
That's fair. Yeah, actually, that's a very good way of
Who's
looking
on-
at that.
Can, land...
The 6 damage. Megaforce doesn't get as big of a chance as it does to shine as it does in like chapter 2 or 3, or not really 3. It doesn't shine in 3, but like 2 or 4, or even 5. But, oof.
Oh, I did this wrong.
Oh, it's fine. Because you can still take 1 round, and you disabled that fire tile earlier. One left. You disabled that one already.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Let's go. The disabled tile mattered.
Yeah, the disabled tile.
You can back up with one of them and then rescue out to the one of the non ones because Tobias is almost full on HP, right?
Tobias is at not full HP.
But he's above 10 HP, right?
Wait, no,
Oh, this
Tobias is at full HP, yes.
Okay, well then yeah. You want to move Thorol forward and then have Otto take drop from the tile that Thorol was on.
who do you think we should heal?
Probably, probably Les or Marion.
Lass? Yeah, I think Lass is probably one of the better moves, yes.
Oh yeah, to get around the whole magic divided by 2 is kind of unfortunate, and magic divided by 1 is sometimes a little bit too much. Physic has set range. Like Fates.
Anyway, this means I can take a hit now.
Yeah, absolutely. Do whatever one, right? And then...
I'm gonna get that one out of the way.
And then you want to kind of, yeah, you want to move there, and then move Thorol, like... You want to move Thorol towards the boss. And then Otto can take out from the bottom, and he's not in range of a fire towel. Is he in range of a cav, though?
Yes.
Oh my god, he is. He's in range of both. Wait, no, Marion doesn't need to get take drop. You don't need to take drop the archer this turn. You can just go out, leave.
Yeah.
Oh, who hasn't moved yet? Oh yeah, Marion hasn't moved yet. Maybe she just heals herself, or you can even put her in range, and if you have a healing item too.
I don't have.
Because you can attack the boss from that diagonal tile, but you don't have to. I think Healer Man dies this turn unless you win. Or unless you rescue him out too. Horrible exhale. And they do so much damage and they're so accurate.
It's terrifying.
I've had phantoms position themselves like, okay, wait, so like look at the the shrine area at the throne or whatever it looks like.
Here's
Like,
where
when you,
Eclipse is going to get into usage.
Nice. You missed this. You have backup.
Probably not.
Oh,
But
it's not good.
this is like the only thing I can do. So.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, I think you're in the clear. I think you're totally fine now. Wait, do you want to see where I've had them positioned before?
Where are you in position?
Okay, so like go to the throne, like stand, like put the cursor on the throne tile, and then go up 1, and 2 right.
That's gross as well.
I've had them there, and I've also had them like up 1 from there, so you can't even like longbow them or anything. You have to like longbow them, and Tobias is never over there.
Yeah, that is very gross.
Yeah, do that. Just do that, but give him the hopping guard from Otto
I
first.
remember now. I remember now. Hold on.
No. You should give the kill to Kuzan. No, you can do that. Just trade the Hoplin guard.
Nah, I don't want to give the kill to Kuzan.
Lame.
I want to give it to Caloris, because, you know, he's the character that I submitted. Oh, wait.
Oh wait, no, you didn't get strength this time. It doesn't work.
Oh. Okay.
You have to rely on Resire here. Most accurate one.
Yeah.
What you should do, I guess, I think what you should do is you should do, like, who's on first? I guess, right? Do who's on first, and then I guess if... And you could go for, like... Nah, Silver X Glorious would totally die to this. Oh man, that's scary. Actually, you can trade the Iron Lance back to Simon. Well, just check how much damage it would theoretically do if you did. It has, like, 7 might?
I think it has 8 might.
7, I think.
7.
Yeah, and you take away the Flimsy Band, obviously.
Yeah,
So
that's
you were doing
That's 20, and then there's weapon triangle, so that's 1 more. So it's
21.
versus...
Wait, 21?
Yeah. Because it's weapon triangle.
And then you have to, but with Throne, your Throne means doesn't die. It does,
Means -2. So
but
that's
actually, check
19.
Cloris' strength. Is Cloris' strength 13 or is it 14? 13. Okay, well, and Simon has 4. No, Simon has 13 as well, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Although Simon's probably maybe more accurate. That doesn't really matter here. How much does Quicksword do?
Well, the issue is I can't... Oh, right. This isn't a Seas map. I've been
Yeah.
treating this like a Seas map this whole time.
I mean, usually you do want Last Word to Throne because she's one of the better characters to kill the boss with. This is a little bit spooky. You're gonna have to rely on something that's not super great. I don't really see a way out of it that doesn't rely on something that isn't super accurate.
Alright, we're going to be... I'm just gonna hope I'm lucky.
Common occurrence.
Yeah, fortunately... I'm generally a lucky
Fortunately.
person.
If you'd physicked, well actually no, if you'd physicked then you wouldn't even be able to get this chip damage in the first place, never mind. If you'd healed Marion last turn, this would be more consistent, because missing this wouldn't mean you die, and it would instead mean that you you could follow up with like a Hail Mary Silver X hit.
Ah, there we go.
Your luck held strong, dude. Nice job.
I was nervous.
Scary. Very tense. Very tense. Perfect level up, including speed, which he has a 0% growth in. Watch this. Okay, no.
Magic and luck.
Anyway, that's the map. How does it feel to be a winner?
Oh, it feels good. That was so nerve-wracking. You have no clue how upset I was if that would have missed.
I'm surprised that the yeah, just like reset now. Just doesn't matter.
No one wants to see this. No one.
This map is not good.
Ignore this.
Yeah, we're just gonna pretend this map doesn't exist. This map is still in development and is not great. So it does not real. Sorry.
So anyways,
Yeah.
this is Fire Emblem: The Sacred Stone.
No, just go to like the sound room. That's custom.
Okay. Yeah, let's go to the sound room. Some good
Go in
music
the
in the
sound
sound
room.
room, you know.
Yeah. Now we're gonna be chilling.
But anyways.
Oh yeah, you did the. That's the game. Well, that's not the game, but you know, that's what we're doing right now.
This is
My goal is to
Double or
like most
Nothing.
of the map that kind of tense, that feeling.
So this is Double or Nothing. Anything else you want to say?
I guess I will say that one of the earlier maps trains you for that one. It's the one with this song actually. It's a split deploy map. But the game does all the unit placement for you because it's before preps. So there's the added step up of, well, there's obviously more pressing reinforcements in chapter 6 than there are in the earlier chapter. But also on top of that, there are the game does your preps for you in a sense by already it gives your units already good positions to work with.
Yup.
And then it's gonna.
So.
That's all I really have to add. That's always neat. What about you?
I don't think I have anything else to add. Maybe a question. When do you think you'll be finished with this?
I have no idea. School started again, so
Yeah.
and also motivation can be spotty at times, but
So maybe like late
I'm a
this
bit all
year,
over the
early
place, but I think it's
next
gonna be
year?
okay.
Late this year, early next year? You thinking?
I think it'll probably be done by this year. I think 3 months is more than enough time to get what I want to get done.
Yeah.
At least get an
'cause
initial
we're
version out,
recording
you know?
We're recording on the 6th of September. And
Oh yeah,
have a
it
good
is the
one,
6th of
guys.
September. That's
Goodbye.
so true. Bye. Drive safe.
Stay safe.